Greetings, y'all. It's me, Michael Mitchell, back with another reading with me, Michael Mitchell. Second book, Little Red Riding Hood. So, no further ado, here I go. Let's do this. Come on, y'all. Okay. A long time ago, there was a forest. There was a great forest. A little girl lived with her mother in a tiny village at the edge of the forest. The little girl's grandmother, who loved her more than kittens love mischief, had made her a beautiful red velvet riding cloth. The girl wore the hooded cloth all the time, and so she came to be called Little Red Riding Hood. Okay. One day, Little Red Riding Hood mother asked her to take a basket of food to her grandmother, who is sick. Little Red Riding Hood set out right away. She promised to go straight to her grandmother's house, though her grandmother's house was deep in the forest. Little Red Riding Hood knew which path to take, and she was not a bit afraid to walk by herself. She was not even afraid when she met a wolf that day. Oh! Now the wolf, as you probably know, is a wicked animal and not to be trusted. But he was very polite to Little Red Riding Hood. Oh! She happily answered all his questions, even told him where her grandmother lived and how to get there. And all the time that wicked wolf was thinking about how much he would like to eat the little girl and her basket of food. And as the wolf walked with the Little Red Riding Hood, told her it's such a lovely day, you should enjoy yourself and pick some flowers. Little Red Riding Hood thought the wolf was right. Oh! So she left the path and started to gather the prettiest flowers she could find. She daydreamed a little as she searched, and she forgot about her promise to go straight to her grandmother's house. Meanwhile, the wolf, oh, ran straight to grandmother's house, lickety split. Then he knocked gently on the door. He disguised his voice as and said he was Little Red Riding Hood. She saw the wolf came in. Poor grandmother jumped right out of bed, only to faint from fright. The wolf only wanted to eat Little Red Riding Hood, so he disguised himself as grandmother's cap and nightgown and jumped into her bed. When Little Red Riding Hood remembered her sick grandmother, she rushed to the little house. There she found the door wide open. "Grandmother, are you home?" she called timorously, peeking in the door. She saw her grandmother lying in bed with her lacy cap pulled low and the covers pulled up to her chin. "My grandmother, what big ears you have," she said. Better to better to hear you with, my dear," said the wolf in a high voice. "What big eyes you have, grandmother," said Little Red Riding Hood. Better to see you with, but grandmother, have? The better to eat you with. And with the wolf, and with that, the wolf jumped right out of the bed to gobble up Little Red Riding Hood. Oh! But she was too quick for that wolf. She jumped out of his reach and ran straight out of the open door. Luckily, the wild wolf was not used to wearing nightgown, and he had a hard time chasing her. Help! Help! A wolf! Cried Little Red Riding Hood. A hunter had a hunter had been after the wicked wolf for days and had followed him straight to grandmother's house. When the wolf leaped out the door, the hunter shot him dead quick as a blink. Oh! Little Red Riding Hood and the hunter went inside and woke poor grandmother. Then the three shared a feast from the basket of good things to eat. And from there and from that day on, Little Red Riding Hood always obeyed her mother. The end. That was my Facebook live reading with me, Michael Mitchell, and I will be back with another Facebook live reading with me, Michael Mitchell, sometimes Saturday or Sunday. And I hope this video will inspire you to create your own children's book to read live on all platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. Stay safe and always wear your mask. God bless y'all and peace be unto you. Have a wonderful, blessed day.